John and the other Gospels. In many ways, John's Gospel is different from the other three Gospels. John did not include any stories about Jesus' birth or his baptism. John only recorded 7 miracles, which he called signs. John did not include any parables, stories which Jesus told to teach something about God. But John recorded many long speeches that Jesus made. The writer Eusebius, about AD 260 to 339, believed that John knew about the other 3 Gospels. But when he read them, John had not yet written his Gospel. He was still just talking to people about his life with Jesus. John agreed that the other Gospels were true accounts, but Jesus was already preaching before King Herod put John the Baptist in prison. The other Gospels did not include an account of this. They recorded much about what Jesus did in Galilee. Also, they recorded what Jesus did in Jerusalem just before his death. But Jesus went to Jerusalem at other times, too. So John provided the facts that were missing from the other Gospels. He used information that they did not have. John's account did not disagree with the other Gospels. It added different information so that we can understand more about Jesus. The 2nd century writer, Clement, from Alexandria, called John's Gospel a spiritual gospel. In some ways, he was right. John did not record just facts about Jesus. John had thought much about what Jesus had said, and John had thought much about the miracles that he had seen. He wanted to explain the spiritual meaning of Jesus' words and acts, but John also included many physical details. For example, the loaves that Jesus used to feed 5,000 people were barley loaves, John 6 verse 9. He recorded the distance that the disciples had traveled across the lake, John 6 verse 19. And he remembered how the smell of the perfume filled the house at Bethany, John 11 verse 32. These details do not seem important, but they are memories of a person who was present at these events. So John's Gospel is not just a spiritual book. It is the personal account of someone who had seen these events.